5th of June 2025, we ended up chasing multiple supercell storms through the dusty fields around Levelland in the western Texas Panhandle. Great dynamics and a load of available energy created a true monster supercell that would go on to produce all severe hazards, including multiple huge tornadoes. Our first spot near the town of Griffith, just west of Morton in Texas, saw us faced with a developing supercell that had already showed clear signs of strong rotation. The time lapses reveal just how strong this rotation was, as multiple short-lived tornadoes formed over the span of a few minutes.
Nee, der ist gar nicht mehr so weit weg.
In this particular time-lapse clip, you can see clearly how the supercell's rear flank downdraft is encircling the updraft with a very pronounced clear slot developing, resulting in the formation of a tornado towards the end. This was a textbook example of a tornado genesis in a supercell storm. At roughly the same time, a Doppler on wheels radar truck picked up this beautiful radar signature, showing perfectly how the RFD had wrapped around the mesocyclone with a classic hook echo shape. As it was time to move for the first time, the dust storm and the strengthening inflow of our storm really began to pull away at the dry fields. We drove a bit further east to reposition in the notch of the storm and soon enough had a perfect view into the spinning vault that was clearly readying itself to drop a massive tornado right in front of us. Once more it was time to flee as the curtains of dust began to fly around the Wedge tornado that was on the ground next to us. The next moments truly looked like the world was ending. While the dusty curtains blocked our view of the new massive tornado, our friends from the Unwetter Freaks were further south. Check out Michael's awesome footage from their vantage point. Ultimately, the view cleared for just a minute or two and I managed to grab a shot of both, the massive mile-wide Wedge tornado as well as a satellite tornado picking up dust right next to it. We bolted eastwards towards Levelland, getting in front of the storm once more, but haze and dust made viewing it to the beast impossible for the time. So as the tornado sirens began blaring in Levelland, we decided to get further in front of our supercell. In the end, there was another powerful tornado reported from the storm, but it luckily weakened before reaching the major city of Lubbock, Texas, and we ended up watching its final phases just around there. As our old storm moved away, a new tower emerged to the northwest. As it turns out, a new supercell was forming in the same area as the storm before. We headed up northwestwards, but decided to stay away from this one in order to have a view of the whole cloud, as the sun had just set and lightning became more apparent by the minute. It turns out that was a good decision, but decide for yourself. Once the storm had moved through, we decided to get right behind it and watch it move off into the night, flashing away like a broken light bulb below crystal clear skies, all in a landscape that had been flooded quite dramatically in some places. In the end, we made it to our hotel in Amarillo at around 3 in the morning, navigating around flooded roads and nightly storms. Looking back at an amazing day for storm chasing, with some intense and scary, and some relaxed and very photogenic moments.